Greetings everyone, Reed here. And today I've got a very different style video than whenever else I usually post on this channel. But it's my channel, so I can do whatever I want, so deal. Now the last video I posted, well, I ran into a software bug. Uploaded the video from my phone because, I was having trouble with the DSL and all that stuff, and the phone had 4G. I'm like, hey, we'll just upload out of the YouTube app on the phone. Goes in, hey, there it is. I go ahead and do all the other little stuff on the laptop, get it configured and all that. I'm like, great. Every time I open the app, though, on the phone, it's like, hey, I'm still uploading. No, you're not. It's done. I'm still uploading. No, you're not. It's done. So I terminate the app, and the video goes poof, gone. I have no idea why. Obviously some sort of software bug. Very annoying. And a lot of people left comments. I'm never going to be able to answer on the video. They're gone. However, I have YouTube email me comments. So I have comments I can answer. So today's video is Reed Answers Comments. What else, We'll do something different for the time being, right? And don't worry, we're going to do an EMP video tomorrow. So there you go. Fun stuff coming. But I like to give people answers. And yes, I'm behind on answering. I'm going to be putting a big, sprint into that, getting that all caught up. But I do think people deserve some answers when appropriate. And today we're going to do that. So Steve at Corsair Trader says first. Yep, you were first, Steve. First one in the email box, first one on the screen. Although, can't be sure anymore. The evidence is gone. What do we got next here? Rhea Timmermans. She says, nice to see you back. Thanks for the share. I'm glad to see you, Rhea. You've been here a really long time. You're one of the first subscribers to the channel. Thanks for hanging around this entire time and put it up with my crazy self. Very cool. All right. Oh, yeah. So here's Palmetto Prepared saying, who the heck is this guy? Well, apparently I'd been gone for so long, he had no idea who I was anymore. Just sad. I mean, we chat all the time. Apparently he can't even bother to remember me. I'm so crushed. So crushed. Let's see here. Who we got next? Nikki St. Laurent. She says, yeah, here we thought 2020 was bad. 2020 won't be missed by me either, my friend. Sorry for all the trouble that's been served you. Have a great weekend. Take care and God bless. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, 2021 really stinks. And so all of us that are having a bad 2021, let's all hope it goes away and never comes back to bug us again. It can just be something in the scrapbooks that we tell people, that's the horror section, don't look at it. Sound good? Good. All right, what else we got here? Palmer Prepared tries again. He says, you can put 30 years into the company, and when you die, they'll replace you by the end of the week. Your family will never be able to replace you. Spend extra time with your family instead of killing yourself for the boss who doesn't care. Basically. I had to paraphrase that, so close enough. But he had to try this, I think, like 4 times because for some reason, his comment kept getting eaten. So whatever mystical deity he's pissed off in YouTube world, they didn't like this comment, and it took a bit to come through. Well, there it is. And you know what, Anthony? I agree with you. It is far more important to spend time with your family and all that stuff than working yourself to the bone at the job. Something I had to learn, took a while. I think this is one of the biggest lies that they tell you in America. Hey, it's a meritocracy, work hard, great success comes for you and all that stuff. The only thing is if you noticed, if you go into a lot of companies and all this stuff like that, the amount of cronyism, the amount of who knows who is how people get promoted. Who knows who determines who's at the top echelons. Who knows who determines all the connections and who gets the best spots. Only the rare, super, super valuable people see success just on pure meritocracy. Otherwise, it's like politics. An ugly, ugly business. And unfortunately, it's one of the lies they tell you in America all the time. Work hard, work hard, work hard. It's all merit-based. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, you need those connections. You need those friends in life, and you need the strength of those who are close to you that you call family. Very important. So, quick rant on that. Anyways, let's move on. Let's see here. Good old Uman, who has this crazy bike helmet that looks like one of those things they wore in the Black Death as they were going around, trying to help people, the physicians, the giant beak-looking things. I still think that was the craziest thing, Uman, when I saw. It's like, you bought that to ride on your motorcycle. Cool. I'm a bit into steampunk myself, so thumbs up for me. Anyways, Since they dropped the mandate, all of a sudden no one is checking you at the doors anymore here in northern Illinois. Yeah, I feel you there. That state, it's going like mine. Well, yours is far more along. Mine's been going really stupid, but yeah. It's become an honor system, kind of like the voting system. Yeah, I see the joke you're going there. Good joke. I've been getting screwed on voting for enough years so they can suck on this honor system this time. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Thumbs up from me. Good job. Let's see here. Modern Refugee says, take care of yourself. Well, thank you, Modern. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself as well, and I hope you're feeling better and your medical problems are okay at the moment. All right. Let's see what we got next. Fallen Sky Prepper. Actually, let me put a link up to Fallen Sky Prepper. He's a guy, down-to-earth kind of guy, and he doesn't get enough viewpoints and attention and all this stuff. Go check out his channel. I like the guy, and I do like his sense of humor. And he says, glad to see you, Reed. Hope 2021 turns out better for you and your wife. I understand it didn't start so good, but hopefully it gets better. Very optimistic way of looking at it. I hope so as well. Hoping the back half of this year is far better than the front half. Let's see here. Glenn says, A. Okay, Glenn. Just A? Was that a short stroke on the keyboard and you pressed enter too soon? I mean, Canada's like A, but it's spelled differently, right? Let's see here. Prepping with SAR says, Reed's back. Yes, I am. And back even again. So thanks, Prepping with Sarge. I appreciate it. All right. Maccabeus Off-Grid Survival comments on my video. He says, trust no one. Good to see ya. May better winds blow in your sails. Good advice. You really can't trust those unless you've actually gotten to know really well and you can call family, even if they're not by blood, but family. Very, very close people. Yeah, though, don't really hang on to the ones that, promise loyalty at the job. They don't really. Yeah, I agree with you, Maccabeus. Let's see. Kenneth H. says, dang, sir. Sorry to hear 2021 is running you through the ringer. Me too. I don't really like being put in the blender and set on puree. Not very fun. Let's see here. Let's see, what do we got next? LD Texas says, hang in there, man. Thanks. I am. Might be just by my fingernails at the moment, but I'm hanging in. Let's see, what do we got next? Christopher Lee MCN says, good to see you, man. I'm always with you and yours in great spirits. Well, thank you. I appreciate the well wishes, and may you also have wonderful, great wishes yourself. Let's see here. Rob Painless says, I see you're suffering from the conditions of living in communist-occupied regime of New Mexico. Yeah, you got that straight, Rob. You do. We have had this whole side of this whole state that used to be extremely libertarian and do and leave and let live and everything else. We have over a 50% gun ownership rate here, and it's gone psycho. I don't know how things twisted and turned so crazy here, but as like Steve says, we're behind enemy lines. Got to be careful. Sorry you're having a rotten year so far. I understand, but I'm glad to see you're still up and kicking. Yes, I am far too stubborn to let them totally win and get me down. I'm one of those, I will fight to the very, very bitter end. From my cold dead hands, as they say. I just don't give up. Just get behind on deadlines sometimes. All right, the Prepared Norseman says, wow, that's a long comment and something. We'll try here. Read about U.S. universities. Okay, I think it's universities. Read about U.S. universities and colleges demanding vaccines to both study and work on campus. Can't say I'm too impressed about that. Well, those living here sure aren't. For most of us that value the idea of individual liberty and freedom, we think that's absolute crud. And it's funny, I seem to remember past times they've done these things that have resulted in horrifically bad times. In fact, there's a 60-minute special about when they went after this, I think it was the bird flu or the swine flu. It was in the 70s. And they rushed out this vaccine and all that stuff. And it killed a whole lot of people. And it was a disaster. So, yeah, gotta watch out. So when you start saying you can't make decisions for yourself, it's someone else's job to determine your safety. Not keen on that, and anyone who calls himself an American shouldn't be keen on it either. Got it? Anyways, Will everyone in the country be forced to do a shot with questionable side effects every 6 months? Yeah, that's the big question. It's the raging debate going on right now. You're seeing lines drawn all throughout the country over this issue. I've had tons of vaccines in my life, especially because I've traveled out of the country. Shoot, you go to a lot of places I have, yeah, you're going to get jabbed a ton of times. But it was my choice. I evaluated the risks. I looked at it and said, yeah, these have been around for 20, 30 years, and I'm good with that, and I got to do this, and yeah, I'm okay with that. I've gotten tons of different vaccines. But something novel, something brand new, yeah, I want to see what's going on first. Just my viewpoint. Plus, since I've now suffered anaphylaxis and stuff like that from other issues, I am leery to rush out and say, sure, sign me up, first in line. Nah. I've gotten very good at taking care of my own health. Thank you very much. I can make my own decisions. I am a grown-ass man. Anyways, it's easier to implement in the U.S. here than in common Europe, Scandinavia, because you're so dependent on work for insurance, social benefits, and paying large sums of pocket. Actually, I totally disagree with you on there. It's far more easy to implement it in a lot of your other countries. They could easily do a complete mandate on that because of all your social services and all that. They can say, hey, if you don't get this, you don't get these social benefits. Here, they're trying to backdoor it, and they're trying to incite people to do it by having businesses and other places implement what the government can't do. So I disagree with you there that the government has an easier time here doing it than in your place. I think it's far easier on your side. That's my only disagreement with you. Otherwise, great comment. Thank you. All right. Dad on the YouTube comments, sorry to hear about all the adversity. Hope things take a turn for the better. Me too. I appreciate the well wishes. Thanks for stopping by and watching the video. Let's see here. Let's talk about prepping. Oh, wow. The imaginary man, Tyler, is here. Tyler, wow. So good of you to stop by, Tyler. He goes, nah, I'm ready. We'll chat. But if you didn't see it in the prior video, link's up here. You can go check it out. I said, Tyler, you turkey. We got to do our show, man. You promised me. You promised me. It's calling him out. Well, apparently he heard all that. And he says, we'll get started. Cool beans. Let's get going, Tyler. Don't let me down, Tyler. All right, let's see. Prescott Caliber Club. He says, good to see you, sir. Sorry to hear your so much has been going wrong over there. Hope to see more of you, buddy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad to see your storefront's coming along and things are going well for you. So it's nice to know that even though my side is a complete reigning chaos of terror, someone else is having a better time of it. Gives me hope for the future. Thanks for stopping by and leaving the comment. Thumbs up. Alrighty. Gray Note commented, glad to see you. Hopefully the year turns around for you too. I really hope so as well, Gray Note, because I don't want to see the second half get much worse. Really don't. First half has been bad enough. So thanks for watching the video and wishing me well. I appreciate it. Thumbs up, man. Let's see here. In My Image commented, and let's see here. Well, he has taken the cake for the longest comment yet. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see if I don't lose my voice reading this darn thing. I'm kidding. It's not that long, but it's pretty long on the phone. It's like full screen. Yikes. Anyways, hate hearing about Lee. Work is such a big part of our lives that the stress of a situation at work can really affect not only the psyche, but manifest physically in our health. That is absolutely true. Lee has, well, had a lot of issues. Been sleeping a lot more than she wants, no energy to do things, and just very mopey. And which is to be expected. I keep trying to squirt her with things to get her moving like that, but she doesn't appreciate it. I don't know why. It gets her out of bed, but she's just unhappy with the squirt gun. Strange things. Yeah, she's over there looking at me like, you nutball. Anyways, really hope the job through your friend not only works out, but turns into a job she enjoys and a workplace where she feels appreciated and supported. Well, the workplace will be a lot better. We're just waiting because right now it's stuck in paperwork limbo. But my friend is trying to help. And it would be a far better workplace. Well, the thing is, it's not nearly as good pay. We are having to dip into a significant portion of the savings to cover things. But that's the nature of dealing with job loss. You have to deal with your PACE, primary, alternate, contingency, and emergency. We're on alternate, so we're dipping into the savings. Contingency gets a little more dicey, and the emergency, I'm really going to be in pain over because I don't want to sell my coins. Anyways, Hopefully the loss of the income isn't causing too much strain on you. An annoying level of strain, that's for certain, but I'm confident we'll make it through it. My wife had to quit her job working as a caregiver for elderly hospice clients because of the risk of bringing it home to our son and I. With his autism, he can't communicate how he's feeling, so it's really hard to figure out if he's even sick, much less that there might be something significantly wrong. I imagine that is a huge problem. It's also like for those of us that really adore our pets. I really, really love my cats. I treat them just like my kids, and they can't really tell me when something's wrong. You got to really learn their language, how they walk, their body. Are they walking a little different? Do they look different? Is something slightly different about just anything in their being? Because they can't tell you. And I imagine you have to deal with the same sort of thing. So good luck on that, and I'm certain you will accomplish the mission of understanding all the other cues your son has. Let's see what else we got here. For me, coughing is murderous and so violent that I run the risk of damaging more discs in my back. I agree with you. The other thing worse than coughing for me, throwing up. You have no idea the amount of terror throwing up causes me. Oh boy. My wife can't believe how bad it is for me either. She's like, gee whiz, it's like a big deal. I'm like, it hurts beyond belief. You have no idea. Yeah, so I get your pain on that one. In addition, though, her loss of income meant we would have to really struggle to make our house payments, so we sold it and bought our RV. Good. Alternate thinking. I really appreciate that. You got to be creative a lot of times. When things like that happen, it's like slice and dice. How can we make this fit? We've been cutting stuff out, too. I still got to go through and alter some stuff that I was supporting on Patreon. Got to get rid of it. Extraneous stuff we're getting rid of, I think I'm going to stick mainly just at the free YouTube and get rid of all the other stuff. Besides, do we really need other crap coming in the house? I mean, I got Amazon Prime for the free shipping, but that doesn't reach till next year, so that gets to stay with me. But I'm looking at the Netflix going, So, there we go. We've been talking about traveling for a couple years, so the bright side is that literally pushed us out the door. Hopefully, Trevor's situation will open up for a better one, more satisfying door for Lee. Yes, it often is that way, where you're kind of stuck in one thing, and somehow the universe says, this is happening for a reason, go this way. And that's what I'm looking at this one as we are pointed to a direction and we are supposed to follow it. There's been a lot of things moving along lately in the world, and I've been saying things are happening for a reason. A lot of stuff is pushing people together and moving people in certain directions. Unfortunately, I do deeply worry about what direction we're forcing to, because it seems like a lot of this is leading to a great conflict. But it seems like this great conflict is one that's destined to happen. Good comment, though. Thanks for leaving it. I appreciate it. Let's see here. We got Scott Smith. Boy, you guys are trying to make me lose my voice with all this. Gee whiz, guys. No, it's all right. Don't worry. I haven't tried Rumble. When you post there, could you post to Odyssey too? All right, so I've been having trouble getting Odyssey to work. I don't know why they don't like me so far, and I can't get anything to go there. And Rumble, I've had trouble. I got to try. I can get some things to go, but other things not. And it's like, Rumble, I guess because I'm not popular and I'm not like appreciated like the other big ones out there. So when I post to Rumble, it takes freaking 4 to 5 weeks before they say, oh yeah, your video's good. So, those other ones are able to push every day, Dan Bongino, because he's an investor. But that guy, Viva Fry, apparently he's on the blessed list. Automatically approved, go. I got a long ways to go before I get to rub elbows with those people. And got a long way. So speaking of which, you like this video, you like the comment, you're having fun here, subscribe, click the bell, and share this with your friends. I need help. Please help me. Anyways, let's see. Check out Peggy Hall, the Healthy American, about the discrimination stuff. I watched Peggy. She has a lot of good thoughts. Obviously, the laws and stuff like that vary between state to state and all that, but she has a lot of good resources. Also, Robert Barnes, the civil rights attorney, has been posting a lot of stuff, and he's posted what he calls exemplars about stuff like that, where he's pointed out that if your workplace says you are mandated to get a vaccine, that anything bad happens to you, like you get an adverse reaction, while you can't sue the vaccine companies because they have complete and total immunity no matter what happens, because your workplace required it, it is considered a workers' comp issue, and you can go after them that way. And he's got a whole letter saying, if your workplace is saying you must do this, where he pretty much is in the wonderful legal speak of lawyers, outlines why this would be a bad idea, and they're not looking at the liability side of it. So if you go Google, or no, actually don't Google, scratch that, cut that, yeah, don't listen to that. Go web search, use your favorite search engine, and go search for Robert Barnes vaccine liability, and it'll probably come up pretty quick. He's posted some examples. Anyways, random thing for you. Let's see here. Oh, he got arrested at Bloomfield MVD for not wearing a mask. Since there's the mask law, they put it to trespassing, huh? Jeez. And he has got court next week. Well, I wish you good luck on all that. Yeah, I know. A lot of times when they're doing like that stuff, like, oh, well, there's no law about masks. Well, we require masks. And since you're not wearing a mask, we're trespassing you. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Only thing is the person that has, quote, control of the property, they can trespass you for any reason. So it's going to be a bit of a hard time for you. I wish you luck, though. I do. I wish you luck. Thanks for the comment. Thumbs up. Okay, Insight Freedom. I've forgotten how to make videos too, obviously. Sorry about the loss and hard start this year. Yeah, I know. When everything gets busy in life like that, you just you get busy with life. You know, everything else that's out here with all this other stuff, well, it kind of drops off. But like I said, I'm going to make a real hard push for this because I wanted to have a good audience for everyone, share views and all this stuff, build a strong community, get people of independent thinkers and everything else together so we can get outreach to everyone, get people with better ideas and all that stuff. Because we got to fight the crazy that is going on. And there's crazy on every side. And it's insane. Just insane. The other thing is, well, I also want a really good audience for people that are going to read my books eventually. Yeah, it's the idea. Build influence. So when I release the book, people can go check it out. Hey, you got to start. And they can say, hey, this is actually useful instead of trying to be discovered completely from scratch. So one of the goals here. So like I said, share your friends. People talk about it. Recommend it to everyone. Do something. But I also hope you can get back in the groove of things and things turn out better for you as well. Next, we got Blue Healer 260. Glad you're back. Hope the future looks brighter for you. Unfortunately, a man's word is not what it used to be. I agree with you, Blue Healer. Man's word is completely not at all what it used to be. And it's really, really sad. And unfortunately, there's a lot of conniving, horrible people out there that discovered they can just say whatever. Because, you know, it's not written down or whatever. And unless there's witnesses or other stuff, they can do anything. And unfortunately, a lot of us are very trusting, nice people, like Lee. She's a very kind-hearted soul, very trusting. She doesn't have the horrific, jaded side that I have. And she sometimes rags at me for that. She's all, why do you always think the worst? Because I've seen the worst. Shh, ask Steve while he thinks everyone's horrible. Yeah, he's got a long list. But yeah. And then fortunately, people need to be held to their word. You know, back in the old times like that, it was your word that let you borrow money. It was your word that got you anywhere in life. You didn't have, you know, credit bureaus and all this other stuff. Your word was far more important when people knew you. So if you ruined your reputation, well, you pretty much really, really hurt yourself. And people took things a lot more seriously then. I think that is a very important quality we have long lost. Thanks for the comment. Thumbs up. Let's see what's next. We have, sorry, the email's kind of weird sometimes, the way it comes in. Michael58 says, good to visit again. Thanks for sharing. God bless. Well, thank you, Michael. God bless yourself, and make certain to take care. Thumbs up. Let's see here. JT commented, hi, Reed. Really sorry about your dad and wife's problems with the job. Sounds like you're having your troubles. Trials are to teach, strengthen, correct our path, or to grow our character. I discovered that to be true. We'll be praying that things smooth out for you and you both find peace and joy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really have been working my way on that, praying spiritually and everything else, hoping for things to get better and trying to understand better of what direction are we going in. Because I've got feelings. I'm feeling the push of where it's all going. I just want to be a bit more ready. I do feel a bit underprepared, but I do know everything is moving towards a direction. Anyways, don't mean to bore the rest of you. Sorry, guys. Let's see. SD Mountain says, great to see you again. Sorry about all the life stuff going on. I have a similar work experience going on last month here with new administration, basically going to run everyone off and start there with their own, just a matter of time. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. The new administration comes in and they're like, oh, you know what? I don't like all you people. You may know everything about all this stuff, We don't like you. Get the heck out. And they treat everyone horrifically, and that's what they do, is they make up arbitrary rules of performance and then rigidly enforce them that are unmeetable, and they chase everyone out. And then, they just make life miserable for everyone and chase them out that way. Stinks. I agree. Let's see what's next here. Just in Time Preparedness says, see you soon, brother. Well, thank you, Will. Hope you're feeling better. Take care of yourself. Thumbs up. Let's see here. And Glenn says, did something happen? My comment is gone. Yes, Glenn. Check the front of the video. Let's see, anyone else? That's all the ones YouTube emailed to me. Sometimes if I missed you, I'm really sorry. Sometimes they don't email me the comments. For some reason, there's like a couple hours delay. And I think so comments that were left at the very end of the video and stuff, like at the end before the deletion, I think they just got eaten. And if I missed you, I'm really sorry. But at least I wanted to give some people some answers that took the time to leave a comment, because I want to say I appreciate it. Take care, everyone. And we'll do EMP stuff tomorrow. I got some cool things on that. Have fun. Read out.